Bonjour tout le monde, on est de retour sur Strands pour avancer un peu l'histoire. Où est-ce que j'en étais? Pas mal de places que je pouvais aller. J'ai encore plus de bois. Ça devrait pas être trop compliqué. Ça, c'est le nouveau que j'ai pas vu encore. On va commencer avec l'oiseau pour essayer d'améliorer ma magie. Yo, TQ, je te répondrais bien, mais tu m'entends pas. C'est encore de la glace même s'il fait chaud. Ouais. Ah, je suis touché! Le symbole apparaît direct, fait faut juste qu'il vole. Oh. Oui, ben j'ai un chat maintenant qui apparaît sur le côté de l'écran. C'est écran. Non! Je te tue? Oui! Let's go! Oh non! Ah oui. Ah. Really? Si tu pourrais t'envoler, ça ferait plaisir. Ah! Ah! Lâche l'aile! Pas censé plus faire ça. J'avais lu, mais bon. Ah ouais. Ouais, je pète un aile à peu près. que ce soit. Oui! Tu pourrais t'envoler. Et rester. Good.
Could always use more frost magic.
Il donne même pas de bois. Juste deux. Bon, ça a l'air qu'il en donne pas. Allez brûler des maisons. C'est bien l'affaire que j'avais à profusion, à cette heure, il en drop plus. Softwood. C'est assez? Oui. Bon, moi je vais retourner dans une autre carte. Le stamina va aller mieux. Ah, pas mal là qu'on s'est arrêté la dernière fois.
I often heard that as you entered the palace, the bustle of Denevron would begin to crescendo until it peaked in the market.
Pensez pouvoir te cacher de moi. On va avoir l'option de planer. Non. Bon, ben des affaires que j'ai pas besoin, ça c'est sûr que je garde ça. On va garder ce qui est dans cette zone-là à la place.
Weaver's Rest. Said to be a common place for weavers in Lowtown to gather.
These streets running in parallel are known as the Three Sisters. Many weavers hosteled here.
toujours pas trouvé le gros nom. Il y en a pas un autre? Ah! Il est là. Allô, petit chat. Ah, c'est suspicieux, ça. Yeah.
Lower Denevron was hit hard by the surge too.
Quelque chose là.
Perhaps even harder.
Oui.
It looks as though it's been ripped apart.
Boum, boum, boum. C'est explosif. Il a failli tomber.
Broker's Arch, the market loom gate.
Fight an arrow.
Same spot as the last statue. Struck a vein. As my dad used to say.
Wait, I was half listening. Are you hurt?
Metaphor.
Her dad was a miner.
We've got a tally sheet of some sort. A series of numbers below. And a bunch of garbage text below that. I have no idea what they are.
Avec tout ça, je vais retourner. Il y en a un clan là. Tourner en ville. En ville, hein, comme c'est une ville, un campement.
Dead body and a hidden cache of materials. It sounds like the start of a Skuld's tale.
All we need is a saber conveniently placed on the mantle and we're set.
More seriously, you said you had an idea about that sheet?
Remember that I used to work the trade lanes?
I do.
The dockers always wanted big loads for the cranes. But certain things, like, say, herbs, you'd only ship in small quantities. Over the years, the convoys developed a system where you'd have
Oui.
runners and haulers.
Allô, gros chat?
Runners would make quick trips and bring small goods to a drop. Haulers would pack the cargo together and make longer hauls to the docks.
You think we're looking at a similar system, then?
Absolutely, I do. It's the sheet you found. That's a requisition for a runner if I've ever seen one. And note how it says Scout Group 23 here.
Which means my mysterious observer is part of a large organization.
And an active one.
When you say requisition...
Think of it like an order. Bread, cheese, carrots. But left at the drop for the runner to prioritize before the next gather. It takes forethought. There's necessary lag between the order going out and being filled. But any logistician worth their salt can see a few months ahead and plan accordingly.
How can you be sure the Enclave folks would use similar methods to yours?
It's centuries old, and you don't fix what wasn't broken. And from the state of the capital, they were definitely in crisis.
Do the items they're asking for seem important?
No, I don't think so. Lane thinks the garble at the bottom might be, but not the order itself. They're prioritizing fabricated items over raw goods.
What would that indicate?
At a guess, our Hearthsiders have lost, or were expecting to lose, production capacity and wanted backup parts.
Kaz, I have to ask. How does it feel having this specific piece of information at hand right when we need it?
Why?
Because if we suddenly needed to know about Carlhaven ore export quotas, I would feel pretty special.
How is that a thing you know exactly?
Dad was a miner. A really good one.
Promise you won't tell the others?
I can manage that.
Then yes. Yes, it feels amazing.
What do we do with this information then?
At the bottom of the sheet, there's that series of numbers and letters. Those would represent drop points. I did some digging with Lane, and they're referring to coordinates on a map of the Enclave that was made just before the surge. L7 is part of the capital, see? That's where you found this drop. So, I'm inferring that these other marked coordinates are just as likely to have drops.
I'll check them then.
If nothing
Look.
else, we could find materials for our own stocks. But I'm hoping there's more.
Maybe where our Hearthsiders are hiding.
Also, Lane was looking over the orders and wanted to talk to you about the writing along the bottom.
More drops, and talk to Lane. Got it.
Il est en bois, miss.
Did you manage to find enough softwood?
If you need more than this, the Don Brennick Pine Preservationists will come for me. Here you go.
Oh, great.
You don't sound as happy as I thought you'd be.
It's just that what I'm realizing is the Weaver Band really needs Drake scales. Like, give or take 90 to be safe.
Wait,
90.
90 Ash Peak Drake scales?
Yeah.
Are you for
Not the
real?
easiest thing to get, but maybe instead of fighting drakes, you could find one of their nests. I think they shed, right?
Kaz, you know I'd love to spend my days hunting down drakes for you, but 90? What could we possibly need 90 scales for?
Because it's hard to explain, but please, 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 can you trust me?
Ben voyons.
I just really need you to trust me.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Hey, whoa, whoa.
Casmin, what's going on? Are we outfitting an army?
Because I just think we could.
Don't you think Bryn's got you pretty well stocked at this point?
T'as une blurry.
But you're right. I got carried away. Sorry.
It's okay.
Thanks for all your help. Excuse me. I'm gonna put all this away now.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
If you say so. Good work, Bryn. We'll take care of the rest of this.
Tu savoir ce qui s'est passé.
Hey, Bryn. Sorry I got carried away with our errands.
It's okay, Kaz. What was going on with that, though? You...
Yeah. Sometimes there's so much to do, it's hard to keep my head on straight.
Maybe you should take a day to relax. Our ongoing disaster isn't going anywhere.
I don't know how anyone relaxes in here. What about you?
Me?
Yeah. What do you do to relax?
I've always just turned to writing, or drawing to process my feelings.
Oh. What do you write about?
Everything. What I see on expeditions, our band's discoveries, conversations like this.
You write about our conversations. Are they all that important?
Sure, why not? It just helps to get it all down on the page.
That actually sounds nice.
When all else fails, a nap always helps too.
True word.
For Ashar, maybe. As a Kashar, I don't need as much sleep as the rest of you.
Sure, but you need some kind of break from time to time, Kasmin.
I'll think about it.
Do you read a lot of Skald's Tales, Kaz?
I do, as a matter of fact. When I can find a transcription. But I'll read just about anything I can get my hands on.
Any favorite storytellers?
Eloisa Farthing. She's a local writer back home. Actually, a lot of her stories are set in Dunbrennig. That's what I like about them. No matter where I am in the world, I can curl up with passages describing our rainy summers or stormy winters. And it's like I'm home.
That's beautiful. Though the weather in Dunbrennig sounds terrible.
It is. What about you? Are you much of a reader?
Of course. Nothing better than curling up with a book by the fire.
Huh. Somehow I wouldn't have guessed.
I think it brings me back to my childhood, too. Not a lot happened in my hometown, so I spent a lot of my time reading or listening to stories from travelers and veterans.
Any favorite books?
Ooh, hard to choose. But maybe The Perennial Skirmish by L.M. Saunton. A fictionalized retelling of Carnhaven's fight for independence from the perspective of an Auburn teenager whose parents are lost in the war.
I haven't heard of it. I'll add it to my list. Sola, Lane, and I have something of an informal book club on the go. We can give you recommendations.
Good to know. I'm surprised Dom isn't involved in that too.
He was, but his invitation was rescinded. The three of us would like to maintain a soothing mood during our meetups. He got too excited and spilled red wine on the pages of our first read, so...
I see.
Bon, à cette heure. Ça pour améliorer mes affaires. Ouais, joue toi. Je vais pas te grimper dessus, mais.
You wanted to talk about the supply or...
Indeed. It's about the gibberish along the bottom. Notice how the writing is in a different hand.
Yes, I can see that.
We're looking at a cipher. Someone sharing encoded notes.
Can you give me a quick rundown on encoding, so I'm sure I'm following?
A favorite topic of mine? Cipher is a blanket term for securing text so that only an intended recipient can read it. They range from reasonably simple swaps of letters to complex changes that require devices or key sheets to solve. But, as notes quickly added to supply orders, the codes we are dealing with were simple by necessity.
What's your background with ciphers, Lane?
There's something of a hobby for me.
Of course.
Specifically, breaking them.
A fan of knowing secrets.
More a fan of information being shared freely. But also, yes, Udean nobility relies on them heavily, and being privy to the dirty laundry of the nobles is advantageous.
You're sure we're dealing with a code and not just doodles?
While possible, it's not likely that someone would scrawl nonsense on the bottom of official orders. Why do so? To practice calligraphy? To refine their writing? Perhaps. But this is decidedly not calligraphy. Ergo, cipher.
Any initial guesses as to what the cipher says?
Hard to say exactly, but what we know is these orders were for Scout Group 23. So let's assume there is an organized group of Hearthsiders arranging these drops. At a guess, this was an unofficial channel of information passed to those in the field.
Information that would be invaluable to us.
Agreed. Why encode text if it's not significant?
Sounds like we have a cipher to break. I'll keep hitting dead drop.
Any code is easier to break with more samples. You can work on it like any other research project.
Yeah, on va trouver d'autres caches. Bon, dans un que je commence à trouver. C'est quoi ça fait? Weight reduction. J'ai aucune idée de ce que ça fait. Fait que je pense pas y toucher. J'imagine que ça diminue ta stamina. Ben, ça utilise moins de stamina.
Hey, Bryn, keep an eye on Kaz for me.
You're worried about her?
The last time I saw her this strung out was during her point training. I was talking to Sola the other day. It doesn't seem like she's sleeping much.
Casman isn't someone I'd describe as easygoing on a normal day. What exactly has you worried?
Some of the things she was asking you for, we just don't need. Or at least not in those quantities.
90 Ash Peak Drake scales did seem like a stretch.
Normally she's more deliberate in her backstocking. This feels irrational.
I thought Kashar generally sleep less than the rest of us. Is it really that concerning?
Less sleep. Not none. We all need to rest sometime. When I asked Casmin about it, she mumbled something about how she'd sleep when everyone was safe. I tried to ask what she meant, but she didn't want to talk about it further.
That is concerning. I'll let you know if I notice anything. Don't worry. I'm sure Casmin will be fine.
You're probably right. Just keep your eyes open. She seems to open up to you more than the rest of us.
Bon, c'est reparti. Il m'en restait deux à trouver là. Continue où j'ai été. C'est pas sûr que la deuxième emplacement que tu trouves se trouve en haut. Dans les choix. Ah, il est là. Bouclier.
Research. Market was famous across the Maida. Captains left the enclave with enchanted treasures.
Careful. A sledgeworm can throw things over 3 times its size.
Puis il me semble que j'étais en bas que ça, moi. 3 fois sa taille. Hello! Oh, mama! Hello! J'ai aucune idée c'est quoi faut que je brise pour le harvest. tout briser. Est-ce que je peux? Ah! Ok. Aïe aïe. Ah! Elle est là! Déjà? Je sais pas s'il faut que je brise tout. Ou juste sa queue, c'est correct. Aïe aïe. Aïe aïe. Ok, là, il doit y avoir de quoi que je peux faire pour m'empêcher. Gang, gang. J'utilise ça trop souvent. La faiblesse de ses pattes. Ouais, tu l'air à flasher quand il le fait. C'est ça, je peux le taper. Fait quand même. Avoir des trucs dans le dos. Oh. Il va faire cacher dans son dos. Ah ouais, tu me garoches là, toi, là? Ah, you know. Allez! C'est long! Oui!
A kinetic strand. Wonderful.
Ah, hey, ça a bien été. On n'a pas besoin de ça. On a pas grand chose. Plan. Grovergate, il m'en manque deux, ces deux-là. Il a l'air d'être pas mal en haut. Undergreen, Grovergate. Non. Ton shield. Il dit lâche ton shield, toi.
The gate was the end of the Strand Road. Led through Forbridge and beyond the Vale.
Ow, ow, ow. Ah non. Un petit coffre dans le sol. Ok, bon, ça c'est le bout, fait qu'il faut que je revienne. Il semble que j'entends du bruit. On est vers où? Je vais essayer de monter sur le pont. Oui! Allô? travail, là. Ok, je peux pas y aller, fait que ça veut dire que ça se trouve en bas. Quelque chose là. Ah. Tu bien vu. Flame and Sword and Shield. Ho ho ho. Ah, on va rester aller chercher ça. Mais si, j'avais-tu d'autres quêtes à faire? Bon, comme... Ouais, ça c'est correct. The Keep in the Bastion, Upper, non. J'en trouve d'autres. Ça, j'ai rien. Upper. Ok.
My mentor used to regale me with stories about the Iron Walker. Bears with me.
Artisans, metal workers, and crafters also had stands in the smiths were
Brûle!
for travelers.
C'est moi qui brûle. Woohoo! Loin de toi là-dedans que... Bro! Aïe donc!
The Tattered Mantle. I've heard so many stories of this tavern. Always rowdy.
Même quand je veux pas, je mets le feu partout. Il doit être là-bas. J'entends quelque chose d'autre. Quand même aller voir en haut, mais j'ai jamais rien trouvé en haut. Ah, yes. Pas besoin de fouiller. En bas. Wow! Pas comme ça qu'on utilise une échelle. Du monde? Hello, gang! Ce que je voulais. Good! J'ai tous les plans. Oh, le feu poigné ici. Ça va pas de ta faute. Good. On retourne au bastion. Là, mais pour l'instant, au campement. C'est une amélioration de celle-là. ont toutes les mêmes. Stats, conclusion, flair. Réduction, weight réduction. Si je fais ça. Juste parce qu'il est cool. Là. Eh oui. Allô, Bastion. Trouver une cache. De Keep une Bastion. Et à l'autre fin fond du bout du monde. Ow, ow, ow. Ow. On va finir avec nos affaires. Ah ben, hein? Pas le fun avec cet effet-là, toi, j'ai pas besoin de te battre. J'ai tout ce qu'il me faut. Ben oui. Oh, faut que je trouve une cache. Il faut que j'aille une statue. Que ça brisait.
Should be a drop somewhere around here.
Knock, knock!
Another notice. Drops must be completed and all runners to safety before the next predicted flood.
This confirms they have a way to predict the floods. and some way to stay safe.
Let's stay focused on our runners for now.
Ouais, j'avais pas vu ça. Oui! Ah, j'ose-tu? Ouais, du monde, ça. Oh, c'est vrai, il peut grab lui. Aïe. Non! Ah! On va pouvoir faire de la magie dans ce temps-là. Il est où son autre? Là. Allez. Après ça, c'est le hopper. Oh, guild. De toute façon, il y a un plan ici. L'autre à l'autre bout.
The cold sunk right into the stones here.
This is why we use wattle and daub back home. Insulates properly.
Allô, Power Rise. On peut regarder là. Ah, c'est exactement là que je voulais aller de toute façon. ici. Elle doit être là-bas. En bas.
Should be a drop
Ben oui, ça
somewhere
descend.
around here.
Oh.
Let's see. Supplies. That's good. More orders. Huh.
What's up?
Swaps will be assigned to specific teams and tracked individually to deal with recent concerns.
That's boss talk for we're watching you because someone had their hand in the cookie jar. That's all of them.
3 supply drops. Not a lot of answers.
I believe I can help with that.
Star, c'est là qui est là-bas. Je peux-tu essayer de tenter de peut-être essayer de me rendre? Avant de retourner en ville. Oh! Ok. On va te chercher quoi, toi, là? Ah, mais ça le fait fondre par contre. beau. D'où c'est que tu sors, toi? Bon, c'est un problème que j'ai. Man. Pas tant stable. Ça, c'est que c'est loin. Pas mal. Je peux pas faire de la glace. Rip.
Hold on.
Ah, moi, je peux pas me rendre, ça a l'air.
Yes, and if the R is with the numbers of false increment that just indicates spaces. Ah,
Got it?
yes. I'll translate all that we have and we can discuss it with Casmin.
Good stuff, Lane. We need all the information we can get.
And valuable insight into post-surge society that developed here.
Cipher complete. C'est beau ça. C'est Pat Breaker que j'utilise.
The Iron Walk. Hilda told me all these amazing stories, but seeing it in person... Wow.
Sorry, who?
Oh, my mentor. She visited the Enclave regularly before the Surge. I apprenticed under her for a few years.
What did she tell you?
The noise from the forges made sure you'd only have the smiths and their clients around. But On an average day, some serious coin would trade hands. The Enclave's smithing culture was such a draw, it started to cause tensions with the other nations. It didn't help that the Enclave would actively poach the best and brightest.
I've heard stories of that. Some of the Carnhaven masters had moved and never returned after the veil went up.
The surge was horrible for everyone, of course, but I reckon a few smithing guilds were happy to not have the competition anymore.
Making the best of it, I suppose.
And make the best of it they did.
Oh. C'est pas tant énorme, hein.
I think you and I are the only ones here who can swing one of these. Oh, and Sev.
Pas de l'air inquiète encore, toi.
Well, Codebreakers, how are we feeling?
Satisfied. We have enjoyed reasonable success.
That's Lane's way of saying they crushed it.
Notes being passed between a brother and sister, quite candid, and dissatisfied. In particular with their boss, who they refer to as the Grumple.
The Grumple?
A Renlund myth, where ill-behaved children would be gathered up in a sack and tossed into the river to drown at the end of the year.
C'est une bonne tradition.
Bye.
The Grumple, yes. Renlund fables prominently feature drowning as a punishment for children. The myth has fallen out of favor in recent decades, though. Ren society is less forgiving of flights of fancy.
The Grumple. Really?
Really.
Moving swiftly on. What else did the drop say?
Remember that ominous note about tracking individually in specific teams?
From the context provided by our hauler, we now know a significant number of Hearthsiders survived the surge.
But only just surviving. They relied on the runner-hauler teams. But supplies consistently went missing. There is also a sense that the Enclave was getting increasingly dangerous for the scouts.
The floods, of course.
With supplies running thin, the supply teams were falling under suspicion of stealing.
This pair responded with the entirely reasonable, if exhausting, plan of overperforming.
I've done that job, Lane. Sometimes you just need to prove the ass in charge wrong.
Indeed. They collected a cache of rare items they were planning to turn in when they felt its size and value would erase any suspicion.
Do we know if they turned it in?
No, but we know what it was. Or is.
And that's where I come in.
Tattermental Lower Dinevra. Je m'en vais de là. On va faire une amélioration. Là, techniquement, je peux pas voir mes sorts ici. Bon, ça va être au max, lui. Faudrait un autre gros à tuer. Ça va être au max, lui, il va falloir un autre oiseau. Puis lui, c'était un dragon. Bon, ce qui m'intrigue à cette heure, plus de connaissances au jeu. Des fois, il y a des trucs à péter. Il peut y avoir des passages. Si je ne savais point au début. Bon, on va aller m'occuper de ça. Et donc. Ah, petite stamina. Allô? Oh non. Genre, quelqu'un peut frapper. Ben oui, mais non. Frapper ça, précisément. Ça faut que j'aille sur sa tête. Oui. Pas de la gripper. Il est solide la glace. Bon. Il en reste un.
A kinetic strand. Wonderful.
Good. J'ai vraiment aucun moyen. Je comprends pas. loin, ça oui. Si je réussis à battre lui, il va justement rester un dragon à faire. Continuer ma magie au maximum. Et s'il m'en manque 3. Ah, Star, je trouve. Wahoo!
The verdant gardens. It was a must-see for visiting caravans.
Weavers and foreign dignitaries alike. The gardens were a pleasant backdrop to the trade negotiations that took place in Upper Denevron.
Ah, t'es là. Je serais capable de te toucher, ce serait le fun. J'ai touché. Ça m'arrange. Wow. Arrange-moi ça. Oh, c'est un aile. Debout. Encore ça. Ouais. Vol.
A frost strand. Happy
Failli
to
mourir là.
weave that into your mantle.
Oh. Le jeu a pas aimé que j'ai ouvert ma carte. Bon, je monte.
elected representatives would convene there, including the Eye, the Enclave's leader.
Imagine a time when Weavers had our own governing body. According to the old maps, that path leads to the Bastion, their military stronghold.
J'ai déjà été. T'as beaucoup de monde, ça? J'étais en combat avec qui? Avec les autres qui attendaient. Très convaincu qu'il va réussir à monter. Peut-être. Des trucs que j'ai déjà ramassés. J'étais aveugle. Ah, un gros bastion de toute façon. Des potions de plus quand on bat déjà le dragon. Est-ce que tu te caches? Tuer avant de me rendre. Je sais que normalement c'est des sacs là, mais je pense que des sacs peuvent en avoir dans les caisses. Faire une manœuvre, pète un aile. Ouais, oh, oh. C'est vite. partir du moment que tu le... Vraiment? Come on! Ouais, monte! Quand tu me touches. Faites pas que je tombe dans le vide après, faites pas que je tombe dans le vide après.
A flame strike. Always do with a little heat.
Ça, pas besoin. Encore moins, encore moins. Avant de m'en aller, je pense pas que j'ai récolté les cornes que j'ai brisées. Je trouve tout en haut. Ouais. Selon le spotlight orange qui est là, d'après moi, non, je l'ai pas ramassé. Les sacs. Pas des bons sacs. Ça, c'est un bon sac. Fait que je devrais avoir toutes mes magies au maximum actuellement. Good. Bon. Faut que je retourne au upper. Lower. Là, c'est l'autre carte. Il y en a encore.
Brutish, yet elegant.
Je pensais pas aimer l'arme à deux mains, mais finalement avec des combos puis. Il va m'en manquer 3. Une pour les derniers sorts. Ok, parfait. Donc, ça va compléter la session d'aujourd'hui. Je voulais vous remercier d'avoir été présent. Donc, c'est sûr qu'on va continuer. On va continuer cette histoire-là jusqu'à temps qu'on la termine. Ça, je ne vais pas le lâcher. Je trouve ça très agréable comme jeu. Prochainement, Je sais que le prochain jeu que je suis en train de regarder, c'est le nouveau jeu qui va sortir. Il est sorti? Non, il est en Early Access actuellement. Juste regarder. Je sais pas si je vais le prononcer comme du monde. Ça va être Avowed. A-V-O-W-E-D. Donc, probablement que ça va être le prochain jeu que je vais faire en live. Donc, pour les personnes qui s'intéressent, vous pouvez venir quand ça va être. C'est sûr que je vais terminer celui-là avant. Il sort le 18. Donc, on a encore un peu de temps. Donc, parfait. Donc, je vous remercie et je vous dis à la prochaine.